now is that we know Ian is now a tropical storm as it dumps rain on our first coast.
Right, yes, so the forecast all along, tropical storm conditions expected at home, and it's verifying here. And the big thing we're seeing this morning, some of those high wind gusts. And in fact, you can see Mayport 55-mile-per-hour gusts, St. Augustine 44 miles per hour. Lou verifying all of that wind in St. Augustine. And still really the worst of the weather has been off to the south and east of us. Now, as we take a look at the big picture, the latest track, right? You're waking up, what happened overnight? Well, if anything, it inched a little farther to the south and east. That's been the trend over the last 24 hours. And as we take a look at this movement, it's expected to stay a tropical storm, but the important part is it passes over 80 miles east of us. So that gives us some wiggle room here. And then as it moves up toward the Carolinas, it's over that warm Gulf Stream. It could re-intensify. Can't rule out maybe a Category 1, so we'll continue to check on the Carolinas. But we have our own issues here at home. We're talking about dangerous driving conditions with all that wind. In fact, as we take a look at this, we watch the very latest with the radar. We've got the heavy plumes of rain from St. Augustine to Palm Coast to Nocatee right now. And as we zoom in, some of those heavier downpours, yeah, they're moving in here toward the Nocatee and the Crosswater Parkway, putting down over about a ½ inch per hour. So we'll continue to watch this area. And really today, the farther south and east you go, the worse the weather will be. And as we look at why, it's because the dry air is winning the battle. That's caused Ian to become a tropical storm right now. In fact, you can see all this dry air, dew points in the 40s. That's unusual for this time of year, and that's all wrapping toward the center of the system. And what it's also doing is it's keeping us from seeing widespread heavy rainfall. Remember, that was one of the big three we're concerned about, okay? And that's no longer on the table. It looks like your heavy rainfall and the widespread heavy rainfall is pivoted mainly off the coast. We're still going to see some heavy rain, especially southeast St. Johns County to Flagler County overall for totals, but for most of us, lighter amounts. But we still have all that wind and that northeast wind pushing the water along the coast, the tributaries, the intercoastal waterway. So we've got 2 high tides to get through where there could be some significant flooding. We'll have much more on that and go county by county where you live coming right up.